Hello.
There we go.
Is it? Oh, no, somebody
We're
else.
going.
Okay, we're going. Hello.
Hello.
So this is your trumpet learning lesson.
Oh boy.
So first of all, you're going to learn how to open the case of the trumpet. Right? So you have these two latches here on the side, and the handle on the same side. And you have this label right here. It says Yamaha. So whenever you open it, you want to make sure that the label is on the top and that it's facing away from you and the clasps are facing toward you. So, like this. So what you're going to do is that you're just going to unclasp the clasps and open the tap. Now, what you're going to see, the trumpet itself. The mouthpiece has its own little nest right here. You're going to see some slide oil and some cork grease. So then we are going to explain how to put the mouthpiece inside the trumpet. So the trumpet doesn't need much assembly. You're just putting the mouthpiece inside the trumpet. So this is the mouthpiece receiver. And this is the mouthpiece. And what you do is that you insert it in and then you give it a little twist. So could you do that?
Let's do it.
And a little twist. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, you'll be tempted, so like when you go like that, it really makes like a very satisfying popping sound, but don't do that please, because then it will get stuck in here and it can get really hard to come out, and then if you like pull too hard you can like warp the mouth. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, yes, so I'm going to explain the parts of the trumpet. This is the bell of the trumpet. These are called the valves. The first, second, and third valve. This is called the third finger valve key, and this is called the finger hook. This right here is called the lead pipe. This is the mouthpiece receiver. This is the mouthpiece. And yeah, you know, that's basically it. The first, second, third valve, the finger key, the finger loop, the lead pipe, the bell. This is like this is called the tuning slide right here. So if you're experiencing any tuning issues, you could pull this. Yeah, and that's what the cork grease is for. Because if you notice, there's a little bit of cork right here. So you could grease this up a little bit, and if you're a little too flat, you can pull it out to lower your sound. If you're a little too low, you can push it in just a little bit. It's very like fine tuning. And this is the water key. So more colloquially known as the spit valve, but it's not really spit, it's just condensation that happens whenever you play. So if ever you feel like you hear some like raspiness in your sound, you can always just blow into the mouthpiece without like creating any buzzing and just open this, and then usually some like water droplets will just shoot out of there. So yeah, it's very fun. So then we're going to move on to embouchure. I'm going to put this down for a minute. So the first thing I would like you to do is to make an M with your mouth. Just like you're saying like, like that's good. Like whatever your knees cooking in the dining hall is good today. I'd like you to take your two fingers and place them on either corner of your mouth. I'd like you to tighten these corners while keeping the middle as relaxed as possible as you can. Yeah, so really only tighten where your fingers come in contact with the corner of your mouth. And then try and blow some air through your lips. Maybe try and tighten the center of your lips a little more. Don't think like you're pushing your lips outward, but rather like you're pursing them a little bit sideways. Yeah, that's good. So now I'd like you to practice with the mouthpiece.
And you can clean this, right?
Yeah, I sterilized it a bunch of times. Great. No. That's really good. I know it sounds silly, but it does. But if you could really try and concentrate on getting an even sound in your buzzing. Yeah.
Is that?
No, yeah. That's good. Yeah, cool. So, yes. So now you're going to put the mouthpiece inside the lead pipe. I'm going to teach you how to hold the actual instrument. So can you put the mouthpiece inside the lead pipe? So what you're going to do is that you're going to take your left hand and put your thumb against the first valve. And wrap your fingers, so then your middle finger and your ring finger. No, I'm sorry. So then your index finger and your middle finger are wrapping around the third valve. Yeah, place the middle finger inside the keyhole. Now, you could pretty much do with your pinky what you like. Sometimes it rests right here, sometimes, but that puts a lot of strain on your pinky. I wouldn't really recommend that. Sometimes you could fit it up here, the other one of your fingers, or yeah, you can just have that hanging about. So your left hand mainly controls, like holds up the instrument, right? Because your right hand is the one that does playing. So you're going to take your right thumb and put it below the lead pipe right here. Now your index finger, middle finger, ring finger are the ones that press the keys. Yes, and your pinky is going to rest on top of this loop. It may be, yeah, you can just put it on this, like on top of the center right here. Now you may be tempted to put it right here, but really your pinky gives you a lot of leverage to control your other three fingers using the valve. And if you put it down here, then you won't get as much strength. So that is how you hold the instrument. Yes. And with your left hand, be careful not to like kind of crane your wrist this way, because that could put a lot of tension right here, which could lead to like carpal tunnel. Yeah, try and keep it straight. And if ever you feel pain in your left wrist, just try and adjust it in a way that feels the most comfortable. And about your posture, so you really, being a singer, you know the importance of breath, and especially with the trumpet, with all of its high pitches, you need a lot of fast air. So it's really nice if you just sit on like your sit bones on the edge of your chair, and you have both of your feet on the ground. And you don't need to have your trumpet exactly parallel to the ground. It can be a little bit lower, but it shouldn't be up here or down here. Yeah, because you may find that your hand gets a little tired, so it doesn't need to be exactly parallel. But yeah, it's only right there. And you always bring the instrument to you. You never crane your neck or do anything forward. Yes. So now, producing the sound. Do you remember? So I'm going to take the instrument from you again, and I'm going to have you practice doing that. That's good. Now, because the instrument again. Yes, yeah, top, right. And then bring the instrument to you. Let's go. Okay. That's good. That's good. Okay, I'm going to see what a big flat is. Okay. Good. Okay. It's that high of a sound. So if you want to, yeah, if you want to have your concert be flat, that was very good. You may think about loosening the middle a little bit to create a lower pitch. No, that's very good. Yay. And there's like a little bit of breathiness, so maybe just try and tighten the corners a little bit more. Very good. Yay. Now, I don't know, I think that maybe the reason why you're not producing a lot of time right now is maybe because it's the first time you've ever played this instrument, right? So it's completely understandable. Or, I don't know, maybe you're producing a little bit too much on the bottom lip, so not as much air is escaping. So just try and think about that. So that is a concert B flat. So the trumpet is a transposable instrument. So when you see a C on the page, you'll be playing that pitch. It's actually a B flat. So in order to play a D on concert D, you put down the first and the third vowel. Could you do that with me? Just the first and third? Yeah. So could you do that without lifting your hand? Could you go back to first position? Go back to concert C, and then yes. Okay. Now could you try those two notes for me? Yeah, no, yes, that's very good. Okay. That took me a very long time to do.
I'm gonna try one more time.
Okay.
I can do it.
Yeah, so I think that you may be thinking a little bit too much about pursing right here. You really want to concentrate on like, where all the purseness comes is from pursing the corners of your lips. Also, I noticed that it helps a little bit if you pitch your top lip a little bit over your bottom lip. Okay. See how? Yes. Woo! Okay, so I'm gonna teach you one more note, which is the concert D. So the D is the first and third vowel, and then the E is just the first and second. Yeah. So you can, when changing between the two, you can just keep your first vowel finger down, and then put the second one down and raise the third one, so then you don't have a disruption in the pitch. Right. So could you try that again, thinking with the top lip a little bit over the bottom one? Yes. Could we start from the B?
Okay. That's the open.
Yes. Yeah, just, I know it's really hard. Just think a little bit looser. Right. Yeah.
I got it there.
No, you did. And the trumpet is very hard. It was very good. Just try it one more time and because that will really help when you're looking at the other two fingers. Because you know how like your pinky and your ring finger
Yeah, they're connected,
like,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just think a little bit looser right here. It took me like a week to get that.
Okay.
So that's very good. You've been a great student. Yay, trumpet!